up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year! It is 2025. I am so excited. So for today's video, I am going to be sharing some of my 2025 New Year's goals. I'm not really a big resolution person, but I decided for the sake of the video, I'm going to come up with a list of my quote-unquote resolutions, just my goals for the year, goals that I want to continue on from last year, and just new milestones that I want to set and try and hit for this upcoming year. As you can see, today I did the little space bun look. I am loving it. This is my red wig that I have. She is not glued down. She is pinned down with some bobby pins. So if there is some loose lace, I apologize in advance. Let me know if you want a tutorial on how to do the space buns. I will get that out for you. Okay, so let's get into the video. Like I said, I'm going to be sharing some of my goals and my New Year's resolutions with you guys. I think it's really important for us to set goals for ourselves, not just on New Year's, but just throughout the entire year. So I think it's really important that not only do we set goals for ourselves for the new year, we also kind of come back every month, every few months, and reevaluate where we're at in life for the time that we are in and the goals that we have already hit. Reflecting on those and then furthering and pursuing even more than we even thought we were capable of. So I am a person who is very huge on self-growth and improvement. You will come to find out I love talking about growth. I love talking about improvement. I love improving myself. I love listening to podcasts, reading those self-help, self-improvement books, everything like that. I love just becoming the best version of myself that I can be. If you look back at who I was like 5 years ago, 3 years ago, even like 1 year ago, the person I was a year ago is completely different than the person I am today. And that is all due to the fact that like I am so dead set on constantly improving myself and becoming the best version of myself that I can be. I really want to stay consistent this year. I really want to stay on track, especially now that I have the stability of my home. I want to really just hone in and zero in on these goals and stick to them. So I'm going to be sharing my tips and tricks on how I am going to get that done, and I hope you join me on this journey as well. Okay, so I went ahead and I wrote out a list of my New Year's goals, and I'm going to share them with you. I might not do all of them because I kind of wrote a lot down, but let's break them up into a couple little categories. So first off, we are going to start with the mental health category because I think that that is an incredibly important thing to have goals around. So number one, I want to consistently attend therapy and see my psychiatrist and work on managing my mood disorder as well as my focus or lack thereof. Number two is to journal daily and reflect on myself and how I am feeling. As far as self-care goes, I want to establish a morning routine that includes skincare, mindfulness, and reading. So I want to start reading more. I have a ton of books. I own a ton of books, but I don't read them and I need to. I used to a lot. I used to read so much, but I have really been lacking in that. And so finally this year I want to read 1 book a month minimum. About self-care, I want to take 1 day a month to relax and recharge and just dedicated to myself as well. And then I don't know if I want to do it the same day, but just have 1 day a month to relax and recharge, and then 1 day a month that I take myself out on a date. Like I go for a walk, or I go to a restaurant, or I go and just try something new. Just alone, just by myself. I used to do this all the time, and it is so healing, and it feels so nice to just hang out with yourself and get to know yourself. So I encourage you, go take yourself out on a date. You deserve it. Next category, we have learning and growth. I kind of already said this one, but I want to read 1 book per month, learn a new skill, and incorporate more podcasts into my daily watchings, and journal and reflect on what I learned in those podcasts. So whether I just take away one thing from it and I reflect on it and I write about it, I just reiterate what they're saying in my own words, something to get the gears in my brain going so that I am constantly like thinking and interpreting the words of somebody else and putting it and applying it to my own life. Okay, for category of creative goals, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. We are going to try and hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, by the end of 2025, hopefully more. Hopefully more, we will hit more, but I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We got a whole year to do it, baby. A whole year. So like, subscribe, share. Number 2, I want to post 1 to 2 videos a week consistently, which I have been doing. I have been posting pretty consistently, not gonna lie. I think I've been posting every, I'd say 3 to 5 days, give or take. That's twice a week. I want to launch my photography business and book 10 paid gigs this year. That has been in the works for I don't know how long, but I really want to zero in on it and finally like start my actual business, get my license, all of that, and start booking paid shoots. I get paid to exist, baby. Remember, manifest it. I get paid to exist. Okay, as far as gym and fitness, our next category, I want to work out 3 to 4 times a week minimum. Always meal prep, and I want to do more cardio. Actually, I don't want to. I need to. I hate cardio. I do not want to do cardio, but I need to. So those are my workout goals. Okay, so those are my New Year's goals / resolutions for the years. Just some things that I want to stick to and aim for and kind of use as a guideline for 2025. So if you can relate to those goals, please let me know what your goals are in the comments below. That would be awesome. I want to read those. And let's get into how I'm going to make these goals a reality. Tip number 1, be specific and be realistic. Instead of just saying something simple like, I'll work out more, I want you to be specific. Okay, say I plan to go to the gym 3 times a week. I plan to go to the gym every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be specific and plan it out. Write it in your calendar and make sure that it is on paper and it is written down somewhere. And have it in your schedule so that whenever people are like, what are you doing on Monday? And you're like, oh, I'm going to the gym, but I'm free after. So that way you've already applied it to your life. You've already considered it in your schedule. And now it is just one step away from making it a reality. Okay, tip number 2, I want you to break it down into smaller steps. Example, for one of my goals, I wrote down that I want to post consistently on YouTube and I want to grow my channel. So in order for me to break that down into some smaller steps, I can start by saying, okay, I need to plan videos for January. So let me start planning videos for January, and then I can continue that for the rest of the year. After I plan January and I tackle January, then I go into February, March, April, May, and so on and so forth. Breaking your goals up into smaller steps is going to help you in the long run. It is going to help you apply it, and it's not going to feel so overwhelming. And to piggyback off of that, I want you to also focus on one goal at a time. Tackle too many goals at once is going to be overwhelming, and it is going to make it way harder for you to be consistent and for you to stick to them. Make sure you prioritize the most important ones and build momentum from each one. So if you're, like for me, if I'm planning to grow my channel, let me focus that as number 1. Let me start building my channel. Let me start by planning videos. Let me start by posting consistently. Tip number 3, I want you to set those deadlines and create a routine for yourself. For example, you can set a reminder in your phone for yourself to create a routine and stay organized every Sunday, every Monday, whatever day that you have some free time. Make sure you're setting a reminder for yourself that you are going to take one day out of your week and just stay organized. You're going to reflect. You're going to stay on track with whatever your goals are. So Sundays, those might be my planning days for YouTube. That might be the day that I set, that I say, okay, I'm going to start planning for my videos on Sundays. Every Sunday, I'm going to sit down and write down everything that I need to do. I'm going to plan out my week, what days I'm going to the gym, what days I'm going to meal prep, and so on and so forth. As far as setting deadlines, I want you to set deadlines for yourself. I want you to say, I am going to do this by X date. I'm going to have 6 videos posted by the end of January. And then that is going to build momentum for yourself to say, have a number in your mind, have a date in your mind saying, I am getting this done by this date. So now all I have to do is just create a timeline and remind myself consistently and work towards that every single day. Tip number 4, track your progress. Whatever you need to do to stay organized, make sure you are doing it. Get a calendar, use the reminder app on your phone, use the notes app on your phone, use something to track your progress and set reminders for yourself and just track what it is that you're doing. Mark off the days that you're going to the gym so that you can look back on that week and say, oh, I went to the gym on Monday, I went to the gym on Wednesday. Whatever the day may be or whatever the goal may be, track your progress with it. So for me personally, like I said, with growing content, growing YouTube, I can write down, okay, I hit 100 subscribers by this date. So then when I go back and look, I'll say, oh wow, look, it was on this date, however long ago, that I hit 100 subscribers and now I'm already at 150. So as soon as you are seeing that progress and you are working through those goals, make sure you are tracking your progress. After photos, take photos of your meals that you're doing. Just put it out into the universe. Put that energy out into the universe of what it is that you are doing and track it. 5, I want you to celebrate your small wins. I don't care how small they are, I want you to celebrate yourself. Reward yourself when you hit your milestones. Like for me, example, I hit 100 subscribers and I did a little video for myself and then just had a little celebration. You know, go buy balloons. Like if you go a whole week hitting the gym consistently, girl, go buy yourself some balloons and have a little party for yourself. It doesn't matter what other people think. Celebrate yourself, love yourself, and tell yourself how well you are doing because you are doing an amazing job. Alongside celebrating your small wins, I want you to also use words of affirmation and constantly be using those in your routine. When you are journaling, it is important that you are being consistent and repetitive in the words that you are speaking to yourself. Make sure you are saying, you know, I am consistent, I am capable of achieving my goals. Use affirming language so that your brain connects it with your reality. Number 6, make sure to stay flexible and stay forgiving. Girl, life happens and that is okay. Missing one day does not mean you messed up. It does not mean that you have completely given up on your goals. Nothing. It doesn't. One day means nothing, okay? If you mess up, it is okay. Allow yourself grace in knowing that things happen. It happens. It takes time. Getting into a routine takes time. I believe it's like 29 days it takes of consistently doing something for it to become a habit. So messing up one day, you are completely fine. Just offer yourself grace and don't let it be the detriment to your goal. Make sure you are still staying consistent after that one day, but stay forgiving for yourself. Number 7, my favorite pieces of advice is to declutter your environment. Messy environment is a messy mind, let me tell you. Make sure you are cleaning up your space and just allowing yourself a safe and clean environment to think, to exist, and to do the things that you need to do. And lastly, number 8, make sure you revisit your goals every single month. I said life happens, things get in the way, and life changes. So make sure you are constantly staying up to date on your goals. You're constantly revisiting and rebranding and whatever it may be. You make sure that you are revisiting your goals, you are looking at them, and you're reflecting on your life, your situation, and you were saying, this is still realistic for me, this is still something I want to and can do, and this is still something that I am going to do. And then also incorporate new goals. Find new goals for yourself. When you accomplish one, check it off the list and create a new goal. Like I said, New Year's does not have to be the only time that you create goals for yourself. You should be creating goals for yourself throughout the entire year. You should be constantly improving throughout the entire year. So make sure you are constantly revisiting them and renewing what your goals are. Overall, I know it is always difficult to stick to your goals. It is always difficult to stick to something, especially with them being New Year's goals. There's just such a cliche about it, and it is so easy for us to make the goals because everyone else is doing it and then get caught up in life and everything else happens. So I hope that these are some realistic ways that you can stick to your goals. I hope that you do stick to your goals, and I just hope that this is an awesome year for you. I am excited for 2025. I hope that it is filled with nothing short of abundance and happiness and success and love and everything else, all the good things. So I would love to hear what your New Year's goals are and how you are planning to stick to them. Let's inspire each other in the comments below. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching. These were all of my goals for the 2025 year, and I hope that they can inspire you to absolutely crush 2025. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. Again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for joining me on this little journey of growth and everything else. And next week, I'm going to be sharing my outfits of the week, so stay tuned for that video. Alright, now go crush 2025. You got this. Okay, bye!